myself to hold my hand, standing in the shadows of where we have been, sleeping with your back facing me. I know this isn't us. Baby, pull me closer, let's fall in love. Oh, I can feel my body move to every move you make, and I can feel the tension every time we're close. I know whatever happens, I will have you next to me. 'Cause tonight we have it all. 'Cause we're dancing as one. 'Cause we're dancing as one. 'Cause we're dancing as one. 'Cause we're dancing as one.
Hey everyone! Welcome to A Clean House with Muddy Boots, and today I'm finally tackling some items on my to-do list that have been on there for way too long. We are starting by cleaning out our disaster of a minivan. I once heard someone say that you can tell a lot about how clean someone is by how they keep their car, and so I guess I'm quite embarrassed by how much of a beating I've let this minivan take before I've tackled this problem. But at the end of the day, I have 3 young kids who are very much involved in a lot of extracurriculars, and I'm also a full-time working mom. The state of my minivan is unfortunately at the bottom of my list. It's probably one of the last things I think of, which is why I have let it go for so long and probably why it's this bad. I'm going to start by removing all the garbage, and then I also have some car seat rearrangements I need to make. My oldest is officially completely out of a car seat, so I'm going to remove his from the back, and then my youngest actually needs to be upgraded into the next stage, so I'm going to do that as well.
2 places all at once. Wish that what we said would come undone. Feels like our minds have been turned off. Haven't seen each other for so long. I know this isn't us. Baby, pull me closer, let's fall in love. Oh, I can feel my body move to every move you make, and I can feel the tension every time we're close. I know whatever happens, I will have you next to me. 'Cause tonight we have it all. 'Cause we're dancing as one. 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 You and me are moving. Make sure we get through this. Let's just keep on dancing as one. You and me are moving. Make sure we get through this. Let's just keep on dancing as one. 'Cause we're 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 dancing as one.
Life is a winding road, no telling where it goes. Driving through days and nights, won't stop for traffic lights. And I really wanna know if I will ever figure out where the road goes. Even if I'm falling down, I will keep on searching for my highs. You can say I lost my mind, I will keep on holding my head high. Even if the sky is falling down. jumping from cliffs so high, trusting our wings to fly.
So all of the black hair that you're seeing is actually from our 2-year-old black lab Penny, who is actually great in the car. She loves car rides, and she'll just sit in the back here next to my oldest, but her hair just gets everywhere, and it is a pain in the butt to clean. I feel like this took me a lot longer than it needed to because I was trying to get into all the little like seatbelt crevices because all her hair was just like clumped in there, and it was hard to get out. I'm thinking I'm going to need to look into one of those like seat covers for dogs, and maybe that would help. I mean, she really only sits back here, and she kind of just like sprawls out in the back throughout the entire car ride. So I'm thinking I'm going to need to look into something like that. Now, I will say one positive that came out of this is all the garbage that was in the van, none of it gave me any surprises. I found some like McDonald's fries from days where we've gone to baseball and it's gone late and we didn't really know what to do for dinner, so we grabbed McDonald's and we were eating it in the car. There's juice boxes, again, from baseball games because they get a little snack afterwards, or even just when we're doing a long car ride and the kids are complaining about they're thirsty, I always make sure I have snacks and drinks that we bring along. So that stuff, I always try to get my oldest to clean out his garbage, but I mean, kids will be kids. He does leave some stuff behind. No one's perfect, but I'm happy that nothing surprised me. I thought for sure I was going to find some like sticky randomness in a cup holder, or maybe some like snack wrappers that I didn't recognize, but pretty much everything I knew, and it was nice not to see any surprises, especially with 3 boys. I feel like I get surprises all the time, and it was a nice change where I didn't have any. Now I'm just moving on to cleaning out these cup holders, and I wish I could blame this on the kids, but it looks like a lot of these spots are brown, which probably means just spillage from my coffees. But what's nice with this van is that there is these like rubber mats underneath that just come out to be able to clean them properly, and then I can put them back in once they're clean. I had a Jeep before that didn't have these, so it's really nice that the van has this option, and it makes it really easy to clean these out.
We get up and start from the ground, and I really wanna know if I will ever figure out where the road goes. Even if I'm falling down, I will keep on searching for my highs. You can say I lost my mind, I will keep on holding my head high. Even if the sky is falling down, even if the sky is falling down, yeah. The sky is falling down. Even if the sky is falling down, even if the sky is falling down, yeah. The sky is falling down.
So I've seen a couple TikToks of like car detailers where they've taken a magic eraser, and especially over this middle console, they've wiped the magic eraser over top of it, and it's been like a huge color change. Like, I don't know if it was like sweat from people's arms and stuff. So I tried that here and I didn't notice a difference. So I don't know if maybe my car is just not as dirty as I think it is, or if maybe that's a little bit of TikTok magic to make it look like a bigger difference than it actually was. I don't know. I thought I would try it to see how it went, and didn't work for me. But I do love these before and afters. I don't know what it is about a clean car, but it makes me excited to drive.
What's your story? What's your sign? It's like we're twin flames in a different life. Deep connection lights a spark. It's like you know me in the depths of my heart. We're dreamers. Don't care what other people say. We live.
So once I was done with the minivan, I went into the house and I knew that I had to clean out this front entrance. So I know I showed videos of me taking out garbage out of the van, and I didn't quite show how much junk I pulled out of the van. But pretty much all this stuff was junk that I pulled out of the van. I mean, there's car seats that we're not going to need anymore. My youngest's oldest car seat that he's outgrown, he went into the next stage up. So I knew that I had to tackle all the stuff. There's the kids' backpacks. They recently just ended school, so I had to put those away and get this space functional again. But I guess it goes to show that just because you see me cleaning a space and it looks all great doesn't mean that my entire house is clean. A lot of times once I'm cleaning a space, junk and other things have moved to another area of my home. So I know it's hard to, like, if you're struggling with cleaning your house, it's hard to see what's going on behind the scenes in a video. So, I mean, this is just kind of like a little snippet of that. So, like, I was cleaning out the van, but the stuff that was pulled out of the van had to go somewhere. And because I was cleaning out the van, I'm not necessarily worried about where everything's going. I just kind of pulled it out and put it in the house because I knew that it had to go somewhere. And now is me tackling that next project of everything that came out of the van now has to go somewhere. So now I'm making sure that everything goes to the proper spots. Does that make sense? Does anyone else clean that way? Or are there people out there that will actually make sure things get put away to their proper spots in the middle of projects and kind of clean that way as you go? I can't necessarily do that because then I get distracted and I'll start onto another project. And especially with filming, like, I don't want to leave something filming for too long while I go deal with something else. So I kind of just push it out of the camera frame and then deal with it afterwards. But I'm curious, let me know down in the comments if you clean like how I clean, or if you will actually see a project through till the end as you're doing it.
This could be a final day. We're dreamers. Don't care what the others say. We're doing this in our way. We come alive in the nighttime. It's something about how we dance in the moonlight. That look in your eyes, it tells me that you want me and all my loving. We come alive in the nighttime. You and I, we come alive. We come alive. We come alive. What's your weakness? What's your type? Somehow I wanna know all about you. Deep connection lights a spark. You already know me when we dance in the dark. We're dreamers. We're living. This could be a final day. We're dreamers. We're doing this in our way. We come alive in the nighttime. It's something about how we dance in the moonlight. That look in your eyes, it tells me that you want me and all my loving. We come alive in the nighttime. You and I, we come alive. Oh, we come alive. We come alive. We come alive. Tell me that you want me. I can see you want me by the look in your eyes. Tell me that you want me. I can see you want me by the look in your eyes. We come alive. We come alive. We come alive in the nighttime. It's something about how we dance in the moonlight. That look in your eyes, it tells me that you want me and all my loving. We come alive in the nighttime. You and I, we come alive.
My last project of the day was to give our porch a good clean. I did just kind of quickly set up all of our spring stuff, I think one random weekend, but I haven't actually had a chance to do a nice good cleaning of the porch. And I usually like to do that once we come out of winter. I feel like winter is just so harsh on everything, our car, just all the whole outside of the house, that I like to do a good clean every spring. And I haven't had the time. It's just not something that's been on my mindset. So I wanted to come out and do that. You just saw there's some staining on our front door as well. I wanted to see if I could get some of that stuff out. And then there were some pots that our landlords had left that I thought would rebloom. I thought maybe they were annuals and they would come back, but they never did. So I needed to get rid of those and put those in the proper waste bags for our collection to pick up. And then I also needed to move my ferns. I don't think they're getting enough sun, so I wanted to try a different spot. So I'm kind of just doing all that and just kind of giving our porch a little TLC.
Tonight we're running on the right track. I know we never gonna look back. Oh, I just wanna have a good time. Call me whatever, 'cause I'm up for anything like that. Oh no, we don't wanna do slow-mo, so tonight we just let go. To the beat in the street, every freak out singing like.
So I don't know what these white spots were, but soap and water was not cutting it. I had to bring out a magic eraser, and I had actually had to go over it 3 times for this white discoloration in some parts to go away. I'm not quite sure what it was. My husband might have thought it was sunscreen, but I don't know. The fact that it wouldn't budge at all with soap and water, and I needed to do multiple magic erasers, I don't know. But it's gone now and looks great.
Freaking out to the beat, yeah, we freak out, singing like, party like, freaking out to the beat, yeah, we freak out, singing like. Where's the fun in doing what you're told? But I don't mind even though I lose control. Oh, I just wanna have a good time, so call me whenever, 'cause a night like this, it never gets old. Oh no, we don't wanna do slow-mo, so tonight we just let go. To the beat in the street, every freak out singing like, party like, freaking out to the beat, yeah, we freak out singing like, party like, freaking out to the beat, yeah, we freak out singing like. So baby, come and take my hand tonight, and know that everything will be alright when we dance and we fall and we don't care at all. Now we just sing the la 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 la.
So as I said before, I have 3 boys, and all of them liked to collect rocks at some point. I mean, my 9-year-old is kind of out of that phase, and my 4-year-old is dead set in that phase, will not move, and my 2-year-old is kind of getting into that phase. So I was finding rocks in my house all the time, everywhere, and I was like, this needs to stop. So I put this bucket in front of our front door, and so anytime our kids find rocks on walks and whatever, when they want to keep them, they have to put them in this bucket. They can't come in the house. So I wanted to go through and kind of get rid of the garbage and Usually when the rock bucket gets really full, I do kind of go dump it into, we have like a pond ravine area just across the street. So I will go dump it and then they can kind of start over. But I was going through and a spider just kind of crawled out. And so I knew, nope, I'm not tackling this project. And I went in and I got my husband. And so my husband is going through right now. And I was literally just going to put it all in the bucket and then go and dump it. But he wanted to go through and pick out the special ones and make sure that our kids had those. And he was just going to dump the generic ones. But I was so thankful that he came out to do this because I do not do well with any type of creepy crawlies. And there was for sure this big spider that just kind of walked out as soon as I picked up a rock. And nope, not happening. Not me.
Stepped into my life, such a magic feeling. We tore down my walls. I wish I could go back to right before you told me I'd try to change it all. But look at us now, we could have gone so far. It hurts to realize we're parted. Yeah, look at us now, this is who we are. And I just know things will never be the same. We're like strangers again. Strangers again. We're like strangers again. I just know things will never be the same. We're like strangers again. We'd never fall, could have tried much harder. Now all we have are scars. You said we'd get so high, higher up than heaven. You said we'd reach the stars. But look at us now, could have gone so far. It hurts to realize we're parted. Yeah, look at us now, this is who we are. And I just know things will never be the same. We're like strangers again. Strangers again. We're like strangers again. I just know things will never be the same.
Our cat Ollie just had to make a little cameo. But I'm just going to water my ferns out here and then just add a few little finishing touches and we will be getting to the end of today's video. I just wanted to thank you so much for joining me today. I hope I was able to motivate you to get some projects done around your home, or at the very least reminding you of those projects that maybe have been on your to-do list for a little too long. Maybe your car could also use a clean out. I definitely use other creators' cleaning motivation videos to help give me that extra push to get something done, because a lot of times it's like a mind block where I know something needs to get done, but sometimes I just don't have the energy. I just need that extra push, and a lot of times those cleaning motivation videos will do it. I mean, of course, if you enjoyed this video, I do invite you to like it down below, as well as subscribe to my channel. I put out lots of videos just like this one of cleaning motivation. I also do organizing and decluttering and how-tos. Drop me a comment down below if you want to say hi, and until next time, bye!
Like strangers again. better get started. It's time to get my head up again. You said that you had to. I'll try to forget you. Just didn't think we'd end up this way, like strangers.